You are entering a world of action figures. A world where superheroes reign supreme. A world where detailing is used. A world where articulation is either overused or not used at all. Behind that door is Iron Man 2. Behind that door is Marvel Universe. And behind that door, well, let's not open that door. That's Iron Man 3. This is the Battle Brawler Review Zone. It's a Twilight Zone parody, okay? Hello. And that's a good way to start a Halloween review, because today we are continuing our look at ghosts with Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance. No, not that. We're taking a look at something good. Yep, today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Universe Ghost Rider figure. Now, the reason I'm actually taking a look at this figure is because it's Halloween. He's a ghost. Well, he has ghost in his name. And, he's being re-released, too. Also, I don't have that many things that would really go with the Halloween theme. Whatever. A couple things I want to note is that I'm actually a little under the weather, so if I sniffle or cough or sneeze, I'll make sure I'll try and edit them out of the video, and if they can't be edited, I do apologize ahead of time. I'm sick. Now, one thing I want to note real quick is that you may notice he doesn't have a figure stand. I actually gave that figure stand to another figure, because I display him a little differently, and we'll actually get to that in next week's review. But, I hope you guys, understand, but he does come with a figure stand, okay? Good. Now, let's talk about this figure's packaging. Packaging is fairly nice. We got a really awesome picture of Ghost Rider, the Marvel Universe logo. This is before this was just black, and nowadays we actually do have, Marvel characters here. On the back, we have 3 other figures in the line, along with a picture of Harry Osborn, I think. No, Mr. Osborn. Sorry. And Become an Agent of Hammer. Really cool. And then we got a picture of the figure here. A very nice picture. It has a little more... It's a little different from the figure we actually got, but I still like it. Something worth noting, so I actually find it a little weird how this figure has a gun holding hand while the actual figure doesn't. So that kind of makes me think that maybe it was supposed to come with another accessory. But whatever. Here's the picture of the bio, so you can pause and start reading that if you wish. Then I will actually start and talk about the figure. So, the figure is a great representation of Ghost Rider. This is based on his first appearance in the comics, and it is phenomenal. It looks really cool. So, what else does he come with? Well, he comes with this chain, which may have a very, I think ABS plastic, but it's very soft, very moldable, very soft. One end is kind of fiery and the other end isn't. I wish he came with a wheel chain, but the sculpting on this is pretty decent. I mean, it does actually look like a chain. He also comes with a top secret card, which I love these things, by the way. These are just so cool. We get a copy of this note to Osborn, okay? And then we got this really awesome picture of Ghost Rider. I mean, that's just so cool. Then on the back, we have his statistics, which is really cool. I love getting these things because they're really cool. And then here we have a little promo code, so you can go ahead and take that if you wish. I'm not going to need it because I don't use it. So you can just go ahead and take that, then my free little gift to whoever uses it. So yeah. Next, we are going to talk about the figure. Now, the figure, I just can't get across how great this figure is. My figure is a little tight in some joints, but that's just kind of my little problem with my figure. So, detailing-wise, it's really good. I don't think I actually need to bring out pictures for this guy, but the skull looks phenomenal. They did a really good job on it. The hair also looks great. The fire is just cool. The collar looks very nice, actually, and the trim on the paint of it looks great. Lines on the chest look really good, along with the belt. You even got some silver paint for the buckle, and the belt is painted all the way around. The rest of the figure is in a very dark navy blue, almost black, but there is some blue in there. We do have some glossy paint for the gloves and on the wrists right here, and we also get them for the boots right here and on the feet, which is really good. Very glossy, they reflect light pretty well, and they look really good. So, articulation on this figure is great. Oh, by the way, he has a lot of ruffles all over his arms, legs, and a little on the chest for the suit he wears, and that it turns out looking great. But articulation, this guy is really good. He has a ball jointed head. Only thing I recommend is you don't grab him by the hair here, or just grab him by the hair and the skull, because you could risk breaking the glue that keeps this together, and that wouldn't be good. Next, he has rotating shoulders that go up, down, inward and outward. He also has a bicep swivel, which is good. He also has an elbow joint and then a wrist articulation. He has a chest articulation, which is really good. Does break up the lines a little bit. You also have a waist joint, which that looks really painful. But then again, he's supposed to be possessed by a demon or a fallen angel. Comics are weird like that, but I guess that's what his superpowers. Whatever. His legs go up and down. They're on ball joints, in and out. He has a thigh rotation, then double joint knees, which are good. Then his ankles can rotate, and then they can slightly rock. They don't pivot. But that's before we actually got the technology to create pivoting. He can hold his weapon a little loose. I wish it was a little tighter, but he can hold it. You can get a couple of good poses. I wish this wasn't in a fixed pose. Like, they could have either given us a real chain, or they could have either given us, like, a wire in there. That would have been cool. But, hey, if you want to see something cool with Ghost Rider, stay tuned till next week's episode. So, yeah, there's the figure. All in all, this is just a great figure. I mean, it's a great representation of how he looked like in his first ever appearance. The new version where he's solid black instead of this blue navy look is a great figure. I'm not going to pick it up, but I still think it's really good. His chain accessory, while lacking, is still a really good accessory. For what they could have given us, it really does end up being a great little chain. Also, the top secret card is phenomenal. I love getting these things, and the trading card is great. Comes with a bunch of information about the character. Articulation is great, but you may have trouble standing it depending on the tightness and weirdness of your joints, like mine. The joints in the legs right here are a little tight on mine, so he is a little awkward to stand, but that's okay. The chances of that happening to you are very slim. Now, in a brief cut, which in no way illustrates that I've totally forgot to mention this in my review, is that there is one other thing that I don't like about this figure, and that he doesn't have a bike. Yeah, Marvel Universe did not release this figure with a bike. Now, that's understandable. They want to keep it under $9. But they could have released a vehicle version of him that came with a cheap, less articulated version of him around the same time this figure was released, and then we got the bike. So you just buy the bike, then buy the Marvel Universe, and boom! But we just didn't get it, and that really is a shame, because this figure needs a bike. But don't worry. Stay tuned for next week's episode. I'll make sure this guy gets a bike. So, all in all, this is a great pickup if you are either a Ghost Rider fan, or you want to collect a complete from Marvel Universe, or you're just a big Marvel hero fan. I can definitely recommend this figure to you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween review, because next time we're going to take a look at something very special I made for this character. So, until then, let's ride!